The instrument behind me is an Irish harp, or a Celtic harp. It is like harps all around the world in that it has a triangular body with strings stretched across the opening. It's different from a harp that you might see in an orchestra. It's not as large, and it doesn't have pedals down at the bottom. I'll zoom back a little bit so that you can see the whole instrument. Irish harps, Celtic harps, come in a whole range of sizes, from as small as ones you could hold onto your lap until ones that are slightly bigger than this. This is about the largest that you would find for a Celtic harp. Celtic harps have been around for hundreds and hundreds of years. One of the most famous Celtic harp players is named O'Carolan. He lived from 1670 to 1738. When he was 18 years old, he was blinded by an illness that he got called smallpox, and so he began to learn how to play the harp then. And by the time he was 21, he was given a horse and a guide to travel with him, and he began traveling across Ireland, earning his money and his food and his lodging by writing pieces for the harp and by playing them for wealthy people. People who pay artists to create pieces of art are called patrons. So Carolan lived by the generosity of patrons. Here's what he looked like. His music is so famous that even now, hundreds of years later, people are still performing it. He made his living by traveling around Ireland for 50 years. When he was 50 years old, so 2/3 of the way into his career, he fell in love and he got married, and he and his wife had 7 children. Here is an example of one of his pieces called Bridget Cruise. He wrote this piece for one of the people that he fell in love with early on when he was a young man, not the woman who ended up being his wife. Bridget Cruise.